Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, it's showtime!
Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. What's good, fam? Hey, listen, man, first off, let me welcome everybody to the channel. And if you're new here, I want you to be here. So think about hitting that subscribe button as we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation, man. I just realized that we're less than 30 days away until the Sergey Kovalev and Canelo Alvarez fight, man. They fight on November 2nd, man. This is a huge fight, man. This is a huge test for Canelo Alvarez, man, who many consider the pound for pound king. He is definitely the money man in boxing right now. He is definitely the main guy who puts the asses in the seats, who makes people turn on the tube, man. That's without a doubt, man. Canelo Alvarez is definitely doing the damn thing, man. But this choice of his to go up to light heavyweight to face Sergey the Crusher Kovalev, in my humble opinion, I think it's a big mistake. I think it's going to prove to be detrimental to Canelo Alvarez. I know, Canelo Alvarez can fight his ass off. I know that everybody's looking from the outside is looking at, Andre Ward. They're looking at Anthony Yarde and other fighters that have had some success going to Sergey Kovalev's body, and we all know that Canelo Alvarez is a brutal, I do mean brutal, body puncher, so people look at that realm of it, man, combined with the fact that Sergey is 36 years old, combined with the fact that the cat's out the bag, that Sergey loves that Nikolai vodka. You understand what I'm saying? He loves to drink, people are just writing Sergey off, you know what I'm saying? I think that Sergey in the Anthony Yarde fight, I think he proved once again that he still has a lot left, man. The marriage between Sergey Kovalev and Buddy McGirt has proved to be successful. As long as Sergey Kovalev stick to the script, humble himself, and be able to follow the game plan laid out by Buddy McGirt, I think Sergey Kovalev's going to be hard to beat, not only for any light heavyweight, but especially for middleweight coming up 2 weight classes, man. Regardless of the fact of how great you think Canelo is, man, Sergey Kovalev can box really, really well. Sergey Kovalev has one of the best jabs in the business. You understand? We seen it with Anthony Yarde. You know what I'm saying? His last fight, his jab was the key to his success, man. We seen it time and time again how good Sergey's jab is. And it's not just a jab that's thrown out there to get a reaction. It's not just a jab to set up another punch. It's a jab that's going to hurt you. He dropped Andre Ward with it. He stopped Anthony Yarde with it. Sergey Kovalev will hurt you with that jab. You understand what I'm saying? I do think the fight with Canelo Alvarez will be a difficult fight, for both fighters. Both of them present challenges to the other one. One is Canelo Alvarez is shorter. It's shorter than Sergey Kovalev by several inches, man. So, if Canelo's able, to get down low, you know what I'm saying, and move his head, which we all know Canelo Alvarez has very good head movement, very good upper body movement, maybe that offsets Sergey's jab. You know what I'm saying? We kind of seen it with Earl Spence a couple weeks ago where, Earl Spence usually has a very dominant jab, man, and it wasn't as dominant against Sean Porter because Sean Porter was getting real low, coming in, moving his head, and Earl Spence just could not get his timing down right. You understand what I'm saying? And, he had trouble getting that jab off. Now, Canelo could present some of those same issues with to Sergey Kovalev. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We see that Sergey can box. He can move very well, you know, and he still has that power, you know. He hasn't been knocking people out as of late. You know, he didn't knock Canelo Alvarez out. He didn't knock. He just got a knockout. What am I talking about? He's got a knockout with Anthony Yarde, but you know, in my opinion, I think that had a lot more to do with fatigue than, you know, Sergey Kovalev's power. But he still got power. It was evident by Yarde's face. You know what I'm saying? I think it's, you know, Kovalev going into this fight feeling real confident. You know, real confident. I was watching something, reading something where there was an interview when Kovalev was talking about when Igis Planas, who is his manager, told him that there will be no catch weight. You know, Kovalev said he just could not believe it. You know what I'm saying? He said he could not believe that Canelo Alvarez did not want a catch weight. And he said from that very moment, he said, I will sign. He said, bring me the contract. You know what I mean? So it's like, almost like Sergey is licking his chops. Like, man, I'm going to bust this little dude up. You know what I mean? I do think they got some history, some sparring history. You know, I do think they may have sparred before. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm sure that Sergey and Golovkin has sparred, and it's been rumored that Golovkin dropped Sergey Kovalev. You know what I mean? So maybe Canelo's looking at that, saying that, you know, I went toe to toe with Gennady Golovkin, and if he's able to drop, if he's able to drop Sergey Kovalev, then I should be able to drop him, man. Kovalev, I mean, Canelo confidence right now is at an all-time high. Is at an all-time high. Once he went toe-to-toe with Triple G, once he seen that he was able to take those clean punches from the guy that everybody was afraid of, from the guy that was knocking everybody out, 21, 22 knockouts in a row, from the guy that everyone was raving about how hard this guy punches. You know what I mean? You can see it in the first fight. He was a little tentative, you know, about taking those punches. He was rolling with a lot of punches. He was on the back foot a whole lot. But the second fight, you know, after feeling his power, after, you know, realizing that, hey, I took this guy's best shot, and I kept, and I stood up to it. You know, so that's when we seen the second fight. Canelo Alvarez came straight at Gennady Golovkin, which made for a very, very good fight. You know what I mean? And that boosted his confidence over the moon. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, you know, a light heavyweight punching you versus a middleweight punching you is going to be totally different. You know what I mean? I really don't like Sergey Kovalev, you know, as a person. I don't really know him. You know, I've been around him a few times, but, you know, from the things that I hear about him, you know, the racist remarks that I've heard, you know, the things that I've heard, that the way he treats women, you know, I just decided that I don't dig this dude. But I cannot ignore that the guy can rumble. You know, the guy knows how to knuckle up once he gets inside that square circle. I can't ignore that. You know what I mean? I am very much looking forward to this fight. It is less than a month away, man. And if Canelo Alvarez is able to pull this off, you know, he will definitely be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in my opinion. You know, in my opinion. Right now, I got Terrence Crawford as my #1 fighter in the world. But should Canelo Alvarez be able to go in there and beat Sergey Kovalev, you know, I would be thoroughly impressed, man. I will be thoroughly impressed. And it's not out the realm of possibilities that he can beat him. You know, I just don't think this was a good idea for Canelo. And, you know, I just think that Sergey will be a little bit too much for Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that Canelo can't win. You know, I'm just not going to, you know, shut that down completely. You know, it's possible. You know, Canelo Alvarez is a very good fighter, but when you look at the landscape of the things that Canelo's done, you know what I'm saying? He has not knocked out an elite fighter. He has not stopped an elite fighter. He has not stopped an elite fighter. You know, he stopped guys like Amir Khan, guys like Josecito Lopez, guys like James Kirkland. You know what I mean? He has stopped the B- C level fighters, but he has never stopped an elite fighter. Never. He has never done it. You know, and him going up 2 weight classes, you know, I just can't see that. I can't see Canelo stopping Sergey Kovalev. And with Kovalev, powerful, really good jab, you know what I'm saying? It's a tall order, man, for me to believe that Canelo can get the job done, man. You know, and I'm not hating on Canelo. You know, I really like him. I think that he's an excellent boxer. I think that, you know, what he has done for himself in his career is, you know, exceptional. But I just think this was a bad decision by him to, you know, take on such a challenge, man. But hopefully he proves me wrong, you know, for his sake, you know, for the sake of boxing. But I tell you what, I can't wait to see those betting odds, you know what I mean? I am going to put some money on Sergey Kovalev. And I hope they got it crazy, too, because I would win some money on that, you know, hopefully. But we'll see, man. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. You know, you can catch me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, at Big Faces Worldwide, all one word. But in the meantime and in between time, stay blessed and keep on supporting this sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I'll holler back.
Yeah.